Good morning, world. That was our first night in the camper, and I have to say, we were cozy. It was so snug, it was warm, comfort. You know, to sit on it, it's amazing, and to lie down on it was pretty good too. A whole night of it, I don't know. At this moment in time, even at home, our mattress is a bit too firm, so we have like an achy back. We're getting a bit old now. I think we could do with more of a softer duvet, a softer mattress. Having said that, I'm not saying this is uncomfortable, it's just we end up with an achy back. Even just sitting on it, it's really comfy, and the cushions are great as well, so yeah, really like this camper van. Not heaps of space, once you've got the bed out, it's just trying to figure out where to put the suitcase, where to put our clothes, and just kind of feel for where things need to go. Rachel's now back, we're going to have some breakfast and some hot drinks. How was your first night? For the purpose of the vlogs and for memories.
It was a bit uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
My back was hurting. The bed wasn't that comfy.
We probably should have done this 3 years ago, when it was A, cheaper, B, we're younger, and C, you could go and wild camp in Iceland. That's something you can't do with a wild camp. Today, full day, have some breakfast now, and have some hot drinks. So got our porridge, which is all yummy. Have you got so much?
Because I put banana in it.
Oh yeah.
And I put more water in it than you did.
I had a stodgy breakfast. It was lovely.
We make flasks of tea and coffee ready for our day out.
So just took a shower, and my god, that shower was so on a knife's edge. Like, you'd get it just about right, but then you could feel the temperature getting either hotter or colder, and then suddenly it would go the extreme, and then you have to keep messing with the taps. I think it's coming up to about 8:30, 8:45 in the morning. It's just starting to get a bit light, so the sun hasn't come up just yet, but it is getting there. So pretty much ready to go now. We've just got a few snacks here in the form of crisps, pain au chocolat, and Jaffa cakes. 9:30 now, bang on. So we're like one of the last ones to leave. Been up since 6 a.m. Why is it taking us 3 hours to have breakfast and get ready? We're still feeling our way around, like just figuring out how best to take a shower, how stupid as it sounds, because obviously, you know, if you haven't got a lot of space in the shower, no point taking all your clothes in because you're gonna end walking around with wet socks and just that kind of thing. You know, breakfast, how long it takes to boil a kettle, how to pack the storage efficiently so you haven't got to keep finding stuff. Just little things like that. So hopefully tonight we'll have a better crack at it. So yeah, we'll be heading off very soon, clockwise around the peninsula.
After being the last to leave, we navigate the rural roads of Iceland through lava fields formed over thousands of years and dramatic landscapes until we arrive at our first stop, Bjarnafoss. This 80-meter waterfall cascades down into 2 tiers, flowing over volcanic basalt columns.
So we've arrived at our first stop. It is a waterfall. I mean, we can see it from the car. We haven't even got to leave the car. But we will.
Bjarnafoss is super easy to access thanks to its 15-minute hike.
Weirdly, as we've come slightly inland, the wind has dropped hugely.
Which is a big deal because of the yellow weather warnings.
You really like wild?
I look wild.
No, but like you're out in the wild, like you've got the proper wilderness thing going on about you. So keep finding these little paths that go almost nowhere, and then they just reveal these little hidden picnic tables. This beautiful view all to yourself, very secluded. The waterfall just behind you. Stunning. Magnificent.
Wild camping.
Oh, it was bloody marvellous, that was. It's not much of a long hike either. We're back at the van now. And you can see the path just kind of goes up to the bridge. Get the view of that. So if every hike we do today is a bit similar to that in terms of its hike time, then that's fine, because it means we get to see more stuff. Our next stop is about 10 minutes away. We're going to see a gorge. Friends of mine have already been there previously, so it's really good. So that's our next stop. 10 minutes away. We'll see you there.
Sure enough, 10 minutes later we arrive at Royfeldtgau.
So we've arrived at our next stop, which is this gorge behind me here. I can just tell this, and this is not doing it justice, but that is huge. It's like a massive arse crack, that is. We're going to follow this path, have a look inside the gorge, and then when we come back, depending on the time, we might have our lunch here. Soup and bread with this beautiful view.
After Rach battled with some midges, we set off on the trail towards the gorge.
Again, just a short hike to the gorge. It's not that difficult either. Gets your heart going a little bit, but not too strenuous. Maybe a 5-minute walk. I'll tell you what, it gets more impressive the closer you get. We've had some unexpected visitors today. There's been a lot of midges flying around. That's why earlier you might have seen Rachel swatting away while I had the drone out, because she was trying to bat them away.
Hidden in Iceland's peninsula, Royfeldtgau Gorge is a narrow canyon carved into the mountain. In summer, moss-covered walls and trickling streams create a scene straight from legend. A short hike leads to its dramatic opening, where light filters through stone and water whispers below.
This is where things get a bit interesting.
Step inside and the world narrows to glistening rock and the echo of rushing water. Moss drapes the walls and sunlight slips through the fissure above. Each step brings you closer to the heart of the mountain, where the silence feels ancient and every sound tells a story shaped by ice, time, and Icelandic legend.
And here we are. Incredible shapes being carved through the rock. How many thousands or millions of years has it taken for the water to carve this through the landscape? Ready to go?
Stepping out of the gorge, we bear witness to the vast sweeping landscape. From mountains to ocean, we tread the path back to the camper.
So to go back to the camper van, we're going to head off to the next stop, which is how long away? 13? Okay, it's very close. Oh, sun. The sun! I haven't seen you in a while. And that's where we're going to have our spot of lunch. So this is where we're going to have our lunch. Look at that.
The lava fields around here originate from nearby Snæfellsnes, a 700,000-year-old volcano capped with a glacier. Rising at 4,700 feet, it last erupted around 300 AD, making it currently dormant. And it's here that we stop for lunch, within the breathtaking beauty of this landscape. As mentioned, we're having soup and bread.
So we went to use the butter to start buttering some bread, and it's a bit solid. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to melt it.
From here on, we kept the butter out of the fridge to make light work of buttering future bread. Having hot soup in the comfort of the van and looking out onto the rugged terrain and harsh climate made me all cozy. With lunch over, we're now heading to Lond Ranger.
So we're out to see some rock formations out at sea. Looks pretty cool. It's a quick stop though, we're going to head to Kirkjufell after this.
Rising from the wild Atlantic, Lond Ranger is a pair of towering basalt pinnacles, remnants of an ancient volcanic crater shaped by erosion. Legends whisper of trolls turned to stone, while today visitors come to marvel at the dramatic cliffs, crashing waves and breathtaking panoramic views.
So that's enough of views now. We're going to head off to Kirkjufell to look at a different view of a mountain.
With the days being short this time of year, we've got to move on to complete the circle of the Western Peninsula. Nestled at the foot of Iceland's iconic Kirkjufell cascades gracefully over rugged rocks, its streams perfectly framing the mountain behind. Kirkjufell is famed for its steep symmetrical peak. Carved by glacial erosion over thousands of years, this striking mountain has even featured in Game of Thrones. How do I walk there?
That's Kirkjufell! Isn't it nice? We're heading back to the van now. Then we're going to head to the campsite, which we sort of know where we're going to be heading, but haven't actually booked anything as we've done this trip, just kind of made it as we went along.
But before we venture to our next campsite, I was keen to take Rach to a waterfall that I stumbled upon the last time I was here. First, we had to get out of town and cross through a volcanically rich area.
We've made a stop at this lay-by that I came to last time, and then I found a waterfall. And this time we stopped because I know there's a waterfall.
Just a short trek from the car park and tucked away in the heart of the Western Peninsula, Selvatlafoss is one of Iceland's hidden gems. Water cascades over mossy cliffs, and a narrow path leads behind the falls for a breathtaking view from within. Surrounded by lava fields and sweeping valleys, Selvatlafoss captures the quiet, untouched beauty of Iceland's wild landscapes.
Last time I was here, I had the lamb shank, and it was pretty amazing. Rach is tempted with the fish and chips, which also sounds like a good shout. Washed down with a beer.
You're proud of that, aren't you?
Cheers.
After a day of travel, we relaxed with a refreshing beer and a hearty meal to set us up for another night in Iceland. We followed the ribbon of tarmac to our next campsite, located on a farm.
So that's our eventful day today. Seen quite a few things, drove quite a long distance all around the peninsula. Pretty tired now, it's now coming up to 9:45, so much later tonight than last night.
With the heating on, we cozied up for some drinks, watching Friends on Netflix.
We're still going to get up pretty early tomorrow because we've got the Sky Lagoon booked from about 1:30 tomorrow afternoon, and then afterwards we've booked something called Perla. Now Perla is like a museum of sorts, so they have like exhibitions on there, and in particular there's one about the volcano, so naturally I'm quite drawn towards it. There's a 360-degree projection cinema room thing for the aurora, so we'll kind of see the northern lights in like a 360-degree environment. And the one thing we're really excited about is the ice exhibit. Bed's been made. Feeling quite tired now.